Welcome back to the second episode of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play. Between this episode and the first one, I went out and did a whole bunch of mining. So you can see we got some ores, not as many there, but we've got a lot of gems and dusts in here. One of the biggest to note is the Peridot, which we're at 60 on, so I've been using my tools to make those. And then I've got few things planned for us today. First thing, we're gonna go ahead and look at where we've been mining and kind of show you guys what I found down there. We also got a bed, and then those two chests I'm gonna show you a little bit later, and those will involve what we're making today. So first, let's head on down into our mine here. It branches off two different ways. If we go all the way down, that's where I was looking for some of the dark iron ore. That'll be useful fairly shortly, hopefully. And then we're going to go this way and start looking at where we found some of the more rare things that we found. So we found some diamonds, we found a whole bunch of gems. But over here, oops, fell down. Over here, as you can see, we found an abandoned mine shaft. Oh wait, nope, just a very small wooden platform. It's actually down way over here. You can probably see it on the map. That we started finding our way to the mine shaft, which is down here. So I've gone through and explored quite a bit down here. There's a few chests left, a few places I haven't looked thoroughly. I'm going to save most of the mining for being off camera. That way you guys don't have to watch the boring parts of that. And then while we're in episode, we'll just work on having the fun stuff, and we'll get back to that. So I'm going to grab us some cobble here and work our way back up here. And then we'll go back up to the base and see what's going up there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and we'll be right back. And we are back. So, as you can kind of see, I got a few waypoints set up. I got a surprise over there, a treasure tree, and we've got a couple of villages that I want to go check out. I'm not sure if we're going to do those in this episode. We'll see how that goes depending on how much time we have towards the end. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start some smelting. So you can see I've got some gravel, some clay, and some sand here. And we're going to put these together to make grout. Now what we're going to do with this grout smelts down into seared bricks. These bricks will work towards Tinker's Construct to make a smeltery. And once we have that, it'll start doubling our ores, and we can make a few new cooler weapons and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and craft another furnace here. Get that going. Grab some coal from this. And nope, we did not want to smelt that. Gravel. And I'm actually going to move this to be on top of this other furnace. So, now, the next thing we're going to work on is we want a quicker way to make our ores and smelt them and things like that. So, what we're going to do here is we are going to move these to our inventory. And we're going to make a macerator, or a macerator, however you guys would like to say it. So if we look at macerator, this is going to grind down our ores. That way we can get 2 for the price of 1 ore. So the first thing we need is this electronic circuit, which takes an iron plate, which uses the hammer that we made and 1 piece of iron. So we're going to go ahead and craft that. We got our electronic circuit, and then we need a basic machine casing, which is more of these iron plates, and now we can just go ahead and create the macerator. or macerator, however you would like to say it. So that's the first thing we're making. The next thing we're going to make is something to cook all these ores a little bit faster. So what we're going to make is we're going to make a electronic furnace, or electric furnace, I think it is. Nope. Furnace. And yeah, we want the electric furnace. So we're going to need another of these electronic circuits. We're going to need an iron furnace, which for now we just need one for this. And then some more redstone, and we have an electric furnace. So we'll put that in here with our macerator. And then obviously these two, we'll go ahead and actually take these out. We'll place them down. Yeah, right here seems fine for right now. So these take energy. Well, the problem with that is we don't have anything right now with energy. So what are we going to make? We're going to make a generator to power these two. Which, if we look, find it here in NEI, generate. I must have passed it up. Generator. Generator is always a hard one to find, just because all of these seem to be able to generate power. So I'd like to build the geothermal generator and get a lava set up in the nether, but unfortunately we haven't been to the nether yet, and we don't have the blaze rods for that. So what do we need here? We need another iron furnace. We need some more of these plates, which we have, and then an RE battery, which I actually have set up all the materials for us to do. So let's go ahead and craft this. I think it doesn't like the batteries. And there is our generator. So now, to create power, we are going to put some coal in it. And it's going to power up our machines. So you can see that this is going to start creating power and putting it into these two machines. Which now, I'm going to go ahead and put in, we'll put in half a stack of iron into the macerator. Which you'll notice here in a second, this progress bar is going to start going up. And once it gets all the way over, one of these is going to turn into 2 dusts, and then the 2 dusts will turn into 2 ingots when we smelt them down. So we'll see that right here. Yeah, we got 2 crushed iron ore for the 1 ore, and then this will smelt into the wonderful ingots that we need. Now, we do have these smelting over here, but this is a lot faster. As you can tell, while this is still smelting 1, those are already done. So we're going to put, that actually is going to go in this chest here. So now that we've got those, we're ready to start really processing our ores. And I'll probably do that a little bit off camera, try and get as much as we can. And I think we're going to go ahead and build ourselves another portal. Now, while I was mining, I made sure to get a whole bunch of obsidian for the things we're going to do in this episode and the next one. Right now, we're going to make our portal, which I'm going to use stone for the corners. We will be moving this fairly shortly, but for now, we're just going to use this. We need 1 of these, and we'll make flint and steel. I always get that backwards. Alright, now we got the flint and steel. Let's go make our portal. Where do we want to put it? I really don't want to put it right next to the house. The noise is obscenely annoying. So I think we'll put it over here by our rubber trees, which it looks like we're able to harvest a little bit of again. So we have a shovel for this. We'll put it right here. Made sure to get a whole bunch of food while we were off camera and things like that too. So now that we got that, let's go ahead and go back to our house, and then we will put some of this stuff away, and then we'll make our first trip into the Nether. Our goal here is going to be to find some blaze rods, and just to investigate a little bit. I haven't actually gone to the Nether in this pack yet. I know it's a little bit not scary in this pack, but there's definitely a lot more mobs that aren't in vanilla. So put back a bit of our stuff here. We won't need the axe, we won't need the hammer or the cutter, and we won't need that many torches. We got a fresh new sword to go on in with. Let's go ahead and make some armor first too. We'll put as much of this in as we can, and once we get enough of this smelted up, we will head into the Nether, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes after this is done smelting and we get some iron armor. Alright, and now we're back. Go ahead and light up this Nether portal. We got ourselves some armor, the wonderful armored Doge. Now let's go inside and hopefully we won't get destroyed. So the first thing I want to do is try and find another portal, or another fortress once we leave the Nether portal. We seem to be falling. Oh, we're good. Let's see, how much of a spawn do we have here? This is actually pretty good for the plans. We're going to be using a lot of lava with our power generation towards the beginning. So, the first thing we're going to do, I really do want to grab some of this nether quartz. It's very laggy here. So far, I'm sure once all the chunks load and things like that, it'll start being a little bit better for you guys. So, let's grab as much of this nether quartz as we can. I know there was some right next to the portal as well. Because this nether quartz is really good for applied energistics. It takes a lot of quartz and nether quartz and quartz dust and all those things to get the sorting systems done. So grab this. Oh, lots of pigment over there. So I'm gonna start adventuring. Let's go grab some of this glowstone, and then I'll probably make a cut till we find the nether stronghold that we're looking for. Block up some of this lava. One, so we don't die. And two, that way we have room for this to fall. Glowstone's always good for lighting in homes and things like that. And with the home I have planned for you guys, which we'll probably be doing in 2 or 3 episodes, I found a wonderful place that we're going to move to. And we've got 2 different ideas for what the house is going to look like. And depending on how many viewers we get and things like that, I might leave it up to a vote for you guys, which one we end up doing. So grab the rest of this here. I'm going to have to nerd pull up a little bit. That way we can reach the rest of it. And then we'll start looking for another stronghold. I don't know if that's Yeah, some of that's getting burned up, but it's alright. There's plenty of it here. And now we'll mine ourselves back down. Grab the rest of this. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut until we find ourselves the Nether Stronghold. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, so we have found our way to a Nether Stronghold. There's been a lot of ghasts right outside when I was trying to get in. Grab this real quick. And they made it very difficult to get into the stronghold. So hopefully that is good tidings for good treasures. So the first thing we need to do is find ourselves a blaze. Because we're going to need, let's see here, I think we're going to need about 15 blaze rods for what I'm wanting to do. Go ahead and grab these mushrooms. They make for wonderful mushroom stew. Some nether wart. Ow. What is going on? How did we get withered? Oh well, we made it through that. So once we can find... Oh, maybe there was a wither. Or not a wither himself, but a wither skeleton. So about 15... There we go. Blaze rod should get us to what we're going to be doing in the next episode. A little worried here about trying to cross the lava and him shooting all at once. Ow! We've been hit! We've been hit! Man down! Alright, that wasn't too bad. The fire from the ghasts is a lot longer. So put this out. Speaking of ghasts. Ow! Alright, let's go back and heal up a little bit here. We're getting close to running out of food. I took our glowstone back and put it in the chest and some of the netherrack. Ow! They have such a long aim. Anyways, so I put that back and had to get some new pickaxes as the one we had broke. And came back and I just kind of tunneled around until we found our way here. I wonder if there's a way to get up around this one. Probably not. But once we... Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Aha! You have been tricked. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we finally got the lava taken care of. And you, good sir. Oh! Are blocking a whole bunch. So we may need to rethink this plan. Let's go this way a little bit. And investigate while we're healing up. Looks like it's just another quartz down here, which we can definitely use. So once we get this mine back up, we've healed all the way back up, and we'll go take our shot again at one of these places. Or maybe they've mostly despawned, it looks like. Is there a spawner right here, maybe? I don't know. Alright, well, let's go down. And now that we are ablaze, let's become ablaze and become fireproof. Ah, we have our blaze rod now. Although the particles are kind of annoying. Do we have anything else that is fireproof? Can't be caught on fire. Maybe we'll become a spider. Yeah, we'll become the spider. So, what you just saw is part of the morph mod. It allows you to morph into other mobs that you have killed. I think you've kind of seen a few times as I've killed something that it's ended up kind of morphing and going into me. That has been gaining the morph. I do kind of like the way this works. So both the blaze and the other have fireproof, which is definitely helpful when it comes to killing blazemen. Because while they can still punch, they cannot light us on fire and hurt us. I actually don't think we've gotten hit yet. So I think the size of the spiders actually helped us more than the fireproof so far. So I'm going to go ahead and farm these up, and then I'll be back in a little bit once we have enough blaze rods. Alright guys, I'm back. We've got almost enough blaze rods for this, but I did want to show you, we have our blaze spawner here that we've been fighting, but I noticed we've got a double blaze spawner here. So I thought that was really cool. Now I can just kind of go back and forth between these guys, own their faces, and then get as many blaze rods as we need. You're gonna be mean, aren't you? And the spiders can crawl up walls as well. So now that we're done with that, I will see you guys shortly again. Alright guys, so there's one more thing I wanted to show you. We finally got all our blaze rods, but the cool thing about the bat, which is pretty overpowered, you can fly. I definitely think the fireproof is pretty good and the bat one is pretty good. We're going to try to not use the bat one as much as possible. Just flying, there's plenty of ways to make it that I think will work perfectly fine. So I'm going to grab a little bit of our food here, eat it up, and we've got our 16 blaze rods. So with that, I think we're going to take a look at one last thing, and then we're going to go ahead and call it there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this treasure tree. Alright guys, we are back, and as you can see, it looks like we have one of the magical, I don't know if it's Thaumcraft that adds them in, or which mod actually adds them in, but under this tree there should be a spawner. You can kind of tell by the spider webs on it. Should be, I think it's a cave spider spawner. Now the coolest thing, oh, looks like we definitely have our first cave spider here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves axe. We must have taken it and put it away. So we're going to dig out from under here, and there's the spawner. So, now that the spawner's destroyed, we have a chest to loot. And we got a portal gun! Oh wow, that's an amazing chest. So, now that we have a portal gun, we do not need to worry about travel any longer. I'm going to take this chest real quick. The best thing about the portal gun, for those of you who have not seen the portal gun before or don't know what portal is, it makes this lovely portal here, which is yellow, and we'll use the red one. Poof. We go right back and forth between them. So that's really awesome for traveling long distances. I can shoot it. We can zoom in over here. Shoot it there. Our portal's now gone from there. And as you can see, now we're way over here, and our portal's way over there. So that's an awesome chest. Now, we also have one of these Natura really big trees. They're hollow all the way through, if I remember correctly, but it's a lot of wood, and I think it takes like 49 saplings to grow one of these trees. So I think we're going to go ahead and take some of this wood real quick. Yeah, it's not hollow. And we'll probably go up there once we have a better source of flight. Go away, bat. And we'll take some of the saplings and things from there. And then next episode, we've got a village, and then a second village a little bit in the other direction, back towards the house, that we will take a look at. So for now, that is going to be it, guys. We are done with the episode. I hope you had a good time. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And for now, that's it. See ya.